Welcome to the Recon Trader. In today's video, I will share with you some tactical analysis over on the Bitcoin chart as we take a look at a possible next move for Bitcoin, whether that be bullish or bearish. The charts will tell us what to look for. But before we jump over to the charts, let's take a look at the options that will be expiring at the end of this week. And that would be on Friday, March 11th. Now today is Monday, so a lot can change between now and then. However, I do always like to take a look at these options that are coming up to expire at the end of the week, generally at the beginning of the week. And if you're new to my videos and you're not familiar with this website that I use, well, perhaps you might want to shoot that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. But the website that I use is called viewbase.com. And the strike price that really has my interest right now would be 39,000 and 40,000. The calls have quite a bit piled up here, just about $500,000 at 39,000, and at the $40,000 strike price we are looking at just about $700,000 on the call side. And what is interesting is on the put side, both are zeros, and we don't actually have any puts until we hit the 41,000 strike price, and there you can see $700,000 on the put side versus almost $300,000 for the call side. And so armed with this intel, I would be looking for Bitcoin to try to push obviously above 39,000. And as of right now, Bitcoin is just above 39,000. However, it does keep dipping down into the 38,000 level. And really, if the bulls fail to step up and try to push towards 41,000, then we could be looking back at the 36,000 strike price level, where we see almost $500,000 piled up. After that, then we're looking at the 34,000 strike price, and again we have just about $500,000 piled up there. But the puts in reality are extremely light, pretty much from 40,000 all the way down. There's not much piled up on the put side from 40,000 down. And with that all being said, it's Monday. These options expire Friday. There's usually a lot of fluctuation during the week on these, so you would want to keep checking back in. But as of today, the price action I would expect would be somewhat of a push up towards 40 to 41,000. And while the S&P 500 is actually selling off at the moment, the Bitcoin bulls are actually fighting to push the price up. And so that decoupling from the S&P 500 at the moment would, in my opinion, be fairly bullish. Now that's enough jaw-jacking. Let's get into the charts. And we'll start over here on the 1 week chart for Bitcoin. And last week's candle that closed yesterday did close green. However, this big wick is not a good sign for Bitcoin. It actually pushed back up into the ribbons, which we've been trying to get above ever since we started to dump back here. Bitcoin has been rejected multiple times at the top of the ribbon and really has even struggled to close inside the ribbon. We have kind of a trend setting up with these big wicks into the ribbon on these two candles, and now on this last week's candle, a big wick into the ribbons, only to end up selling off towards the end of the week. And that's exactly what we have seen lately from Bitcoin. We see a big push up early in the week, so today's Monday, and you can see this weekly candle is starting out bullish. And so if you're looking at the weekly candle, you need to wait till the close of the candle before you call it bullish or bearish. And so like I said, when we were looking at the options, we might see a bullish push at the beginning of the week, only to see it then sell off again. It's not really my position to make a prediction. I rather look at the charts and wait for confirmation from the chart. And so for the last couple weeks on the weekly chart, you can see Bitcoin has been stuck pretty much between 37,000 and 39,600. It hasn't actually been able to close above that 39.6, so we will keep a close eye on this zone. And really, if you see a breakout in either direction, that would be an opportunity to get either long or short. Now last week I actually got short on the rejection up here, and I wish I could say I captured this full move. However, my trailing stop loss took me out, but I did make a quick profit, and at the end of the day, I'll take a profit anytime over obviously a loss. Now, with that all being said, most of my trades obviously aren't done based on a weekly chart. I typically keep an eye on the 15, 1 hour, and 4 hour charts. And with that being said, the reason I watch those three charts is I look for a similarity on all three charts. If all three charts are behaving the same way, that would be an opportunity to get into a position. And so right now, over here on the 4 hour chart, we can see Bitcoin's price pushing up back into the ribbons. However, I would expect resistance as we reach the top of these ribbons, and that's going to fall right around the Fibonacci 50% level, which puts us right at 39,800. Let's call it 40,000, which again, over on the options, we see 41,000 being a level of resistance. And so what I would be looking for is some type of rejection on Bitcoin at one of these two levels. And if I got confirmation on the lower time frames that Bitcoin was starting to look weak, I would more than likely open up a short position with an extremely tight stop loss and a profit target depending on where my entry is. If my entry is closer to this 41,000, then I would probably have a profit target right here around 618, which is going to be closer to 38.5. Or if my entry is closer to the 40,000 level, then I would more than likely scale out a part of my position around the 38.5 and then go for another profit target down here around 38,000. So with that all being said, I am still fairly bearish until I see Bitcoin really get above 41,000 and more than likely actually back above the 42,000 level, which you can see back here was a very good level of support between 42,000 and 41.5. Now, if Bitcoin's price does get above 42,000, I would probably more than likely open a long position, again with a very tight stop loss just below 42,000, probably below the 41.5 level, and a profit target up here around 44.5 to say 45.5. But I don't try to catch tops of moves, so I would probably be more than likely looking to take profit around the 44.5 area, as that has been prior resistance and could be future resistance. So that would really be my battle plan as far as trading goes, and really the next move for Bitcoin will be determined whether it is able to break out of this zone between probably 37,000 and this 45.5. So that's enough jaw jacking. The charts will determine Bitcoin's next move, and I will be keeping an eye on those levels I pointed out in the videos. So if you like this video, do me a favor, spike a like. You might want to shoot that subscribe button, as I will be doing update videos if we do get a breakout in either direction. And if you have any questions or comments, you can drop them in the comments section down below. In closing, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See you in the next video.